Hi, welcome to Sprout from Darkness, Soul Purpose Retrieval while overcoming unaddressed trauma. Rising from the ashes, conquering the darkness, and ascending to the vibration and frequency of pure light and love. Let's share our passion for self-development and spirituality. Here we are, a vibrant community of like-minded individuals, passionate about self-discovery and lifelong learning and growing. Share your insights, learn from each other, and let's collectively evolve towards our highest potential. We are living in urgent times, and looking at the state of the world, we don't think we're the only ones who feel that way. Humanity has experienced severely traumatic events and situations that make an imprint and impression on our soul memories and the collective consciousness. These have resulted in generational traumas, or what some call generational curses, an individual post-traumatic stress disorder in our mind, body, and spirit. The outcome has become a society culture in which the majority are living in unconscious ways and causing unsustainable harm to Gaia, Mother Earth. Some aren't aware or don't care that she is a conscious being, yet we know plants are alive, and even the scientific studies of the benefits of speaking life into them. Yet so many don't hold or show that same reverence for the mother of plants, the mother of humanity. Our divine higher self are from creative source, which is Father God and Mother Goddess. She was removed during the ancient patriarchal era, which we're still breaking free from, and divine feminine Christ consciousness energy is starting to emerge or return to the collective. We're in a prophesied time by every ancient record and religion as a returning to a golden age, a new heaven on earth, a union of heaven and earth. I do feel in my spirit that this time is now, and which is why I have been heavily called to step forward and share my recovery toolkit to assist in the growth and ascension of all during this monumental spiritual integration. As I mentioned in the What is Sprout from the Darkness video, we have the higher self and the worldly self, lower self, our instinctive and reptilian brain aspect of self. Stay tuned and we will continue to break that down in different examples and videos over time. For today, the topic is spiritual integration and how crucial it is to morph into a whole soul again. In the Returning to I Am video, I mentioned how trauma fragments our soul. I also mentioned how louche energy is created from the trauma as a feeding source for beings cut off from the light of the Creator. I think I might start a Patreon for more of the esoteric wisdom. Comment below if you'd like that, and be interested in me starting a branch over on that platform too. So first, I'd like to say that we have forgotten about and have fallen into the trap of a game known by the higher dimensional beings as polarity integration. We will get into the laws of the universe in another episode, yet one of them is the law of polarity. Since we are and everything is energy, we are aware that there is a negative and positive, light and dark. When those are in balance, it creates the energy of the yin and yang. The whole purpose of duality is to achieve polarity integration. We have individual yin and yang energies to master and balance, which is the true twin flame union of the divine masculine and divine feminine within yourself that is in these vessels. Spirit and matter. The higher chakras represent the feminine, celestial, and etheric realms, and the lower chakras represent the masculine materialism and everything opposite of spiritual evolution. We see this in our lower reptilian brain, which operates on pure survival and desire and instinct impulse, and our upper brain and frontal cortex, which controls our logical, rational, and intellectual brain and connects us to universal intelligence. Since our mind is divine and the pineal gland is the Wi-Fi to the unseen realm, as I mentioned in the Active or Heart Brain video. Also, I'd like to add the importance of understanding that without our lower three chakras, it would be impossible to exist, since we would be pure etheric matter rather than being able to live on Earth as material matter. So everything is about the bridging of dimensions, higher etheric matter and lower dense material matter. And then we have collective integration, such as an example with religion, understanding that the fall from heaven is a metaphor for light/spirit coming down into matter. After all, if you put the pieces together and think about it, the devil archetype of the Abrahamic religion says, the devil is pure evil and has all these rules, or else you will burn in hell. The original fallen angel, which humans have given many names, is the archangel Samael. His original name before he left heaven. That name means wrath or severity of God, and he plays an important role in the central plot of this game of polarity integration. He is said to judge the souls of the dead while working in an office in purgatory. According to Talmudic Jewish writings, he was referred to as the Archangel of Good and Evil. Some even called him the Archangel of Light and Justice. However, over time, much like the game of telephone, a lot of ancient teaching got altered and/or misinterpreted. The chosen name became Lucifer Morning Star. The Latin version of light bearer is Lucifer, which was originally translated as the Hebrew word morning star. The angelic realm didn't know of duality, as the lower dimensional frequencies cannot resonate in the etheric realms. We are told that Lucifer fell due to his pride. Yet the bigger picture that has been revealed to me is that the one who worshipped the Creator wanted to know the Creator better, be one with the Creator, and experience all of creation as the Creator does. And so therefore one would have to choose to make the sacrifice of leaving the light of Creator to establish the law of polarity and the game of polarity integration, with the goal to then ascend back to creative source as a whole ascended being. Realizing that according to this creation story, this fallen archangel punishes evil or evildoers, we have free will to choose our thoughts and actions, so therefore everything else is a manifestation of our choices based on the decisions we make when we are tested. We have been programmed, conditioned, and indoctrinated to demonize and fear and/or act aggressively towards what we don't understand or go against our belief system's illusion or perspective of reality. But throughout the cosmos, there are benevolent and malevolent beings. But anyways, never forget that some of our fallen angel brothers and sisters are stuck in a veil of amnesia and ensnared in the darkness of the soul traps, which are mental prisons, as I've mentioned in previous videos. And lastly, for everyone, for angels and fallen angels, duality provides further spiritual growth and an opportunity to unite the light and the dark back together as one family as we were before the Great Descent. In this duality, the light is represented by the higher worlds of spirit, and the dark represents the lower worlds of matter. That's what it all comes down to. Yet I remember living in so much fear due to certain religious dogmas, and I felt suppressed and in a constant battle of tug and war within myself, always feeling incomplete and lost. I felt as if my inner self was crying out to me that what I was being taught was out of alignment and distorted truths. I feel that maybe some people are unknowingly passing on misinformation, and I feel that there are others, a lot others, that pass it on for their types of agendas. The point is to integrate both spirit, light, and body matter, like the ascension process of ascending our body and allowing our great spirit over self to descend into matter. That's how we call God or spirit down to earth, or down to us and connect with and hear spirit. And this point is then when we are dead to our old selves and made renewed in the body of Christ, consciousness. This is when God and all the celestial realm can live and breathe and create as all that I am within every one of us. Matter could be eternal only once if it is spiritualized. It truly resonates in my soul memory that this fall into duality was orchestrated as a perfect game, allowing opposites that at one point existed as one to eventually resolve their differences and find a middle ground, and thus learn to embrace both the light and the dark, the higher and lower dimensions, and bridge them together. Seeing that matter and spirit as the same, two vibrating realities of the same all-pervading light source. This is the perfect education ground for all souls to evolve and learn so that all conflicts end once again, rediscovering the oneness that connects us all, spirit. For in spirit we will always be one, and in form we will always be many. We must be aware that those who have drifted away from the light of the source are still our fallen brothers and sisters, and compassion is the strongest defense against our adversaries. When we express the vibration and frequency of love towards our enemies, we can convert them back to light with our love energy. Either way, both sides have lessons to learn for unity to be attained in this physical realm, balancing material success while maintaining spiritual connection. Staying grounded while learning how to show compassion and love in healthy ways in an energy of service to others rather than self. We are at a close of this cosmic drama in our current time, as all prophetic traditions confirm it. We are now entering the Age of Aquarius, We are no longer in the Piscean age and now welcome the time of the water bearer, the age of Aquarius. Aquarius is an air sign which will flow in the thinkers, ideators, and communicators, allowing for freedom, liberation, and a breath of fresh air, bringing a divine intelligence in your inner self, a rushing of universal knowledge, wisdom and understanding, and unleashing the dragon within. The ancient cultures believed that in the age of Aquarius, the earth and her inhabitants would be restored, the dark forces would be removed, and the new earth, which being shaped through higher resonating energies, would shine like a jewel throughout the heavens. This is the process now unfolding in these glorious times, even though the renovation process never looks pretty. Because when there is a shift of the ages, especially one of this magnitude that we are in the midst of, known as the Great Shift of the Ages, everything climaxes into a boiling point where it acts as a disintegrator for the old paradigms that are of an unworkable order, yet desperately trying to continue to exist. This spiritual awakening was prophesied long ago, and all religious traditions agree to this great unfolding event that will usher in the awaited seventh golden age of enlightenment. This is our time now. If you know, you know. With Pluto entering transit, things are about to shift and big. Also, Mars, the planet of war, just entered Aquarius, catalyzing a surge of revolutionary energy and a growing desire for substantial paradigm changes. And right now, more than ever, we need to come together collectively in our inner strength and change the system from the inside out. We are unlimited co-creator gods and goddesses with unfathomable mental capabilities that transcend human comprehension at times. Let go within, do the intense yet invigorating inner work, and tap into the kingdom of heaven that lies dormant and sleeping within us, awaiting to awaken and roar like a lion. Let supernova our unique expressions of self, of the creative consciousness that is every fabric of existence, that is your amazing and one-of-a-kind magical self. Now let's envision this ultimate alchemical marriage between matter and spirit. It's up to us to secure the new crystalline grid of higher consciousness that is forming, as we can see by the activity and solar flares with the Schumann resonance, which is the Earth's heartbeat that is transcending to more green, which is the color associated with the heart chakra. This new higher resonating energy flooding our Earth is acting as a catalyst, beginning to vibrate a new structure, a new world, and a new reality. As always, it is highly encouraged and advised to continue to do your independent research to find and filter what resonates with your unique spirit for your soul blueprint. Your number one mission is to remember who you are. In doing so, you will inevitably fall in love with yourself and God force consciousness within. Join us as we break down essential concepts like polarity integration, the law of duality, and how love, compassion, and personal awakening can help us navigate this great shift. This is the time for unity, and we are being called to rise together in spiritual alignment to usher in a new earth of higher consciousness. Stay tuned for future episodes as we explore the mysteries of spiritual ascension, healing from trauma, and the unfolding of the Golden Age.